What's up? This is Coach Jared. Thank you for joining me again on the Breathe and Move video series with Monali Health. Today I'm going to go over breath hold training, also known as apnea training. This is primarily taken from the freediving world. So what I'm going to do today is first a standalone breathing practice using breath hold, and then doing a movement with breath hold. All right, so one of the big benefits of doing breath hold training is it improves your CO2 tolerance, which can have benefits for both improving your psychological and physiological stress tolerance. All right, so here we go. So first thing we're going to start with is some breath hold breathing practice, also known as an apnea breathing practice. So what we're going to do is easy cadence breathing. So the cadence breathing, if you haven't seen any of the other videos, is a controlled, even tempo. So breathing in, breathing out, slow and deep. All right, working on what's called the breath wave. So the breath wave is starting from the stomach, working into the ribs, and then a little higher up into the ribs, into the chest and the upper back. All right, so we'll do 5 cadence breaths, going as long in as you can and as long out as you can. All right, then we'll follow that up with a breath hold. All right, so it'll be the 6th breath in will be a breath hold. I'm going to hold it for a minute, so I'll set my timer. You want to hold this until you have the first urge to breathe. All right, so you can repeat this between the cadence breaths, so the 5 cadence breaths, and then the 1 breath hold for anywhere from, you can do 5 to 10 reps, so doing it in that cycle, or if you just have like 5 minutes, you can just set a timer for 5 minutes. Whatever you get is what you get. All right, so I'll do it with you. So starting with the cadence breathing, so just get to a relaxed position. You can go seated, you can sit in a chair, lotus position, whatever you want. All right, so here we go. Cadence breathing in and out of the nose only. All right, so starting with a deep breath in. So breathing in, remember that full breath wave in the nose. And then out the nose. And in. And out. And in. And out. And in. And out. Now we're going to a deep breath in with our breath hold. Again, I'll set my timer for 1 minute. You want to go until the first urge to breathe. All right, so deep breath in the nose. Fill up as big as you can. And hold. Exhale. Now take a couple of big breaths in and out of the mouth. Really focus on that deep inhale. And long exhale. And get back to your nasal breathing. All right? So you'll notice after that breath hold, I was definitely a lot of breath. So you're going to want to go into what we call recovery breathing. So for your recovery breathing, use the biggest opening, which is your mouth. Take a deep breath in, just as I did, and then long exhale. So think about lengthening. If that feels challenging to lengthen the exhale at first, then just exhale to whatever you're comfortable with and go back to that deep, long inhale. All right. Once you get a couple of those controlled, then go back to in the nose, out the mouth if you still need to. Still thinking about deep in, long exhale, and then try and get back to finish with the nasal breathing only. All right, so usually once you get back to the nasal breathing only, you should be in a pretty recovered state. All right, so now next we're going to do the breath holds with movement. So for the movement, if you're not familiar with animal flow, I'm going to do a little animal flow. So sirens. It's what we call beast kicks. All right, so if you think about a box, I'm going to do kicks to the top corner and then kicks to the side. All right, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do 2 rounds. So 1 round would equal the 4 kicks. So I'm going to do the 4 kicks on a breath hold, and then the 4 kicks going back to my cadence breathing, which will begin with my recovery breathing. All right, so again, you can do this as a standalone practice, or you can do it with the breathing practice, just as we're doing back to back. You can just do it for time, depending on what you have available, or you can do it for reps. So you can do how long or how many kicks can I get on a breath hold, and then try and just meet that and then slowly increase that. So again, the purpose of this is to help improve CO2 tolerance, which has a benefit on both physiological and psychological stress. All right, so just keeping it real simple with that. All right, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a comment. And so here we go. We're going to get to a quadruped, tabletop, or beast position. All right, so I'm not going to get super detailed with this, but generally speaking, hands under the shoulders, belly button drawn in, knees about under the hips or slightly forward, and then lifting the knees. All right, so you can play with shifting weight forward or shifting more back, just depending on what's more comfortable. So again, I'm going to do a maximal breath in. I'm going to hold that breath, and I'm just going to very slowly and controlled go through the beast kicks. All right, and I'll actually do it at a little bit of an angle so you can see better. All right, so the key with this is just keeping it controlled. We're not trying to go for like an AMRAP. We're not trying to do as many reps as quickly as possible. This is about controlling the movement while holding the breath, and then just really paying attention to what you feel while you're doing that. All right, so start with the breath hold. So big breath in and hold. Now I'm going to go through that while breathing. So the goal will be to not take this pause that I'm taking, but to go right back through the beast kicks, going to that recovery breath. All right? So I'll go right into my breathing now. So controlled breathing, in and out of the nose only. All right, and that's it for today. So again, you can set that for time and just continue alternating between the breath hold and the even cadence breathing, or you can do it for a number of kicks, whatever is best for you. All right. Thanks again for joining me. Let me know if you have any questions. Please share, and I'll see you again soon.